Welcome to At a Glance, the series where I forget to unmute my mic and do the entire intro and then forget what the intro was because my mic was muted and I got distracted by that. Anyway, this is a game I had, I believe, last week with 3 Ring Circus. As you can see, I've got Del, Carvu, and Peptic with me, who are pretty much like Circus standard at this point. Maybe Chompy or Dusty, but we had a rando because Chompy and Dusty fucking hate us. So, yeah, this was just part of a series of games we were playing for shits and gigs. I'm still working on my Mercy. I've gotten compliments on my Mercy already from randos and my regular stacks alike. And everyone says my Mercy is good, but this is one of those games where I actually looked back at it and I was like, damn, Mercy's fucking good. Anyway, very first thing, with the comp we have right now, I'm gonna fast forward to when Del actually picked someone. So with the comp we have, what we have right now is we have Sim and Hanzo. So we have extremely long range and we have extremely close range. Boosting Hanzo won't do much, because Hanzo can already insta-kill anyone with 200 HP. And I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but boosting Hanzo seems sort of like a more of a shield break or beat down a tank kind of thing, which it's a thing. We have the Sim, who I could boost to help her do some damage while she builds up her beam charge to actually do some damage, but even that doesn't strike me as particularly useful. We've got Junker Queen, who is probably my best boost target out of the entire team, because she wants to be doing damage and aggressing as much as humanly possible, because she's Junker Queen. She has her bleed, she has her self-heal, but she does have her self-heal, so I won't be healing her nearly as much as I might need, say, a Ryan or an Orisa. And my other support is Moira. So the way I'm imagining this comp in my head is Moira's going to be handling the heals for Sim more than anything. Maybe Hanzo if he wants to play like around the team with the team. And JQ, who is really going to be healing herself. So Moira's going to be handling 90% of our heals. So what I can do is kind of see who's playing on an off angle and help them with that off angle more than anything. Like, I'm not going to be doing that much healing as much as I will be doing damage boost and everything. And of course, I don't know what the enemy's running, so we're just gonna see what happens. Go ahead and speed it up. This is just me putting my spray on the ceiling because everyone was talking about putting sprays on the ceiling before this. The door's gonna open now. I'm just sort of tagging along with whoever's going to get there first. I'm practicing my hops because I still need to work on my maneuverability. I'm going to try and stick with Carvu here. I'm going to damage boost right off rip because, you know, it's not the worst idea. I also don't know this map because I still fucking hate Flashpoint. Enemy team's on the right. I'm going to immediately tag on to Del because she's taking the fight first. Then I'm going to go on to Peptic. I am going to slow it down a bit because I forgot Overwatch is so fast compared to Siege for At a Glance. So Peptic gets this Junkrat. It was a headshot, so he was dead with or without the boost. I'm going to heal up Peptic as a sort of reward. I'm going to pull out the pistol because everyone's topped up. I can get a little bit of chip damage in. I'm going to damage boost our JQ because if she gets her bleed on someone, they're going to take a little bit more damage now. I'm just sort of scouting and telling the team how they're set up. I'm going to use Peptic here to launch towards the team. That's something you're going to see me doing a lot, just launching off people. Mercy goes for the res on someone in front of me, and that shit's not happening. I'm going to stay on JQ here, because she's about to take this engagement. I'm going to damage boost her so she gets good bleed going. I'm going to climb up to Del, because I hear the cast is on my team over here. And then I'm going to switch my target to Peptic, so that Peptic can finish this duel as fast as possible. Now we're sort of in this reset, sort of. Junkrat's here at the main door. I start blasting because no one else is in position to take the duel, and I could at least do something. So yeah, I fire a few shots at him. I go to help Peptic with this duel. I damage boost onto him. I realize where this Junkrat is. I realize how low this Junkrat is. So I have 2 options here. Technically 3 options. I can heal Peptic and hope that he hits the shot. I can damage boost Peptic, risk him dying, and guarantee he hits the shot, which any Hanzo shot will kill this rat by now. Or, third option, I can pull out my gun, because now this rat has to deal with me shooting and the rat has to deal with peptic shooting. And in this situation, I do get the rat, so thank fuck I pulled out the gun. And then I'll reward Peptic with some heals now that the fight's over. I'm going to look to fly to someone on the team. I don't have an angle. I call for a peek. Del gives me the peek. And now I'm going to help JQ because she's taking the fight. I'm going to do a combination of boosting on her and healing her if she gets too low. But with the damage boost alone, she's fine. I'm going to try to get this Mercy out of the way. I ignore the cast entirely because getting that Mercy is my top priority. I will not win a duel with a cast. But I will win a duel with a Mercy who's not going to fight back. I follow that Mercy as she's coming out. Del takes my kill. I reward Del with some heals. And as this fight's ending, I'm going to make sure everyone's topped up. And now we're getting ready to go to next point. I'm trying to help Del with this fight. I get the heals. I'm just sort of trying to figure out where the point is going. You can see me do that little hop to get on the ledge. I'm pretty much going to slingshot off Peptic when I can, just to get to point faster. Because right now, Carvu's alone on the left here. So I would rather Carvu have someone on the point with her. So now there's 3 of us with their Arisa and their team coming up. They got the Mercy. I'm going to try and keep Peptic topped up. And now that I see that the fight's actually like breaking out, and it's actually like a team fight happening, now I'm going to pop the Valk. Because I need to be able to focus on everyone. What I notice while I'm Valking is our Moira over here is popping Cole. For anyone who doesn't know how Cole works, Cole is going to heal everyone that's in, the line and damage any enemy that's in the line. So I'm not going to heal because healing's covered. I'm going to damage boost because now that Coalescence is going to do more damage. Everyone on the team who is already getting healed is now getting healing and damage boost. So there's literally no reason for me to be healing. So I'm going to stay on damage boost and make sure we win this fight outright. If I see someone get too low, I'll heal. If I see this Weaver out of position and the fight's over, I will help take him out. I will top up whoever needs it at the very end. No one really does, so I'm going to move up a little bit with Peptic here, just so that the fight doesn't happen on the point. The fight happens off point. We force the enemy to use resources off point. Peptic and I see this Genji here. I'm going to try to help Peptic land the shot. Try to make sure he just wins his duel and has a little more forgiveness. I'm going to keep these 2 here topped up. Because if either one of them dies, we're kind of in trouble. And, I'd rather they take fights at full health. I hear that they're going to pop tire. I hear the tire going out. So I'm going to try and stay away from point. Because they're probably looking for point with this tire. And even if it finds point, it did get destroyed, but even if it found point, I don't want to be even remotely risking my life for a tire. That is not my job. Alright, JQ gets purple, so I'm going to stay on damage boost in case she gets aggressed on. I see something happening on point. So I rush to point as soon as possible. I go to top up Del, and same principle as before. I can either boost Del and hope she wins her duel, or I can make it a 2v1 and start shooting too, and, same principles before with the Junkrat. I would rather take a 2v1 than a boosted 1v1. So now I'm going to take care of the people who are far away from point, and top them up, because Carvu's going to have trouble with that on the Moira. I see that they're pushing this path here. I'm going to get some little pot shots so I can get my Valk faster. I'm not going to commit to this duel, because I have no reason to risk my life here. I can get the little bit of chip damage, but I shouldn't be risking my life here. I'm going to top up the JQ, because she, has more reason to risk her life there. Going to keep her topped up. Just make sure everyone on the team is topped up. Everyone's topped up, so now we're taking the next duel. I'm going to start boosting people to take this fight. I want that Genji. Del stole that Genji from me. I'm still pissed that Del took that Genji from me, to this day. So now we're sort of in between. Tracer was on me, got a few shots on me. I'm going to ignore them and just go to the next point with Carvu. Because by the time we get to that point, the enemy team will have lost some people, and now both of our heals are on point. In retrospect, we should have stayed with the team, which you can see me kind of regretting here. I see it's a safe res, because that Tracer just recalled in front of me. There is no way for her to come back and immediately just wipe me out with JQ right here. So this is about as safe as I can get with a res. I top up JQ as much as I can. We both do. We're keeping JQ alive because she's our main line of defense. Gonna heal Peptic. Going back to JQ because JQ is the main focus of this fight right now. JQ needs to stay alive so that they're not looking at the rest of us. That's kind of the tank's job, to be the biggest threat on the board. And if she's getting topped up, she is still the biggest threat on the board. She is full health, or full-ish health, so I'm going to damage boost her until she gets low again. Give her a little top up, because she does have Discord on her, so she's at more risk. I'm going to damage boost her so she can take this duel with more confidence. I see the Tracer, so I immediately fly to JQ, so the Tracer can't get me. Because the fight is now breaking out, and it's a full fight rather than Tracer trying to get a weird pick on the side, I'm going to do the same things before and pop Valk again. Because if we're in an even 5v5, I would rather pop Valk and give us an unfair 5v5 where we have the advantage. So everyone on the team has healing right now. Everyone's taking damage, so I'm going to stay on this healing. The Cole goes out, so same thing as before. The Cole is providing the healing and is providing damage. So I don't need to heal anymore. I need to damage boost so that Cole does more damage and the rest of the team is getting something useful. So I provide effectively nothing. We're in cleanup right now because the fight ended pretty quick after that Cole. I go after the Zen. Over here, I go after this Ana because she's purple and there's nothing she can do. I hear the Genji blading behind me. I'm going to go back a bit for that. Because holy shit, this is all happening so fucking fast. So yeah, I heal in Valk because, you know, the fight's broken out. These heals give us a massive advantage. Keeping everyone topped up. I'm keeping everyone topped up. Cole comes out. I switch to damage as soon as I realize that's happening. Once I realize we're in cleanup, this Zen is my first target. Because again, you could either have 4 damage boosted targets shooting at someone, or you could have 5 normal damage targets shooting at one person. I would rather have 5 people shooting than 4 stronger targets shooting, if that makes sense. So the Ana's purple. I still have 2 seconds of Valk, so I'm going to go after her. I launch off JQ. I'm just going to keep shooting. I hear the Genji. Where's precisely is he? Is he on us? I actually don't remember where he was. Yeah, he was on us. So I knew roughly where the sound was coming from. I knew it was behind me, roughly speaking. So what I do in response is I look for an escape target. I don't need to look at him to get away from him. I just need to go, okay, he's in roughly this direction, so I gotta go this direction. I applied the same principle in Siege. I don't need to look at who's shooting me. I just need to know how to get away from someone shooting at me. And in this case, all I have to do is fly, you know, this way. So I fly towards Dell on point, and I get up in the air to make me an even harder target. And then, you know, I start healing everyone up because, you know, we're between fights. It would be nice if, you know, we get to the next fight with everyone in full health. Make sure everyone's healed up, make sure everyone's topped up. Peptic's going to start moving up, and I'm going to damage boost him. Or at least I thought he was moving up, but I'll go fuck myself. I'm going to move up, take some pot shots, and tell the team where the enemy is coming from. They're coming from this general path. Get my pot shots, and then I'm going to immediately come back. My job as Mercy, as a support in general, is not to take duels. My job is to live, and if the duel gets hot, I will help everyone else with their duels. I could DPS. I could, you know, whip my dick out and be like, fuck with me. That's not my job. That's how you die. That's how you be a fucking moron and throw. So I'm damage boosting Moira, because Moira's in the fight. I see the Tracers doing things on point. I also know Peptic died under me. This is a risk on my part. I'm banking on the enemy facing forward like they were, so that I can get this res. And I do. So once I get that res, I haul ass out. I am not going to stay for that res. The res is already done. I'm going to damage boost whoever I can, and when someone gets low-ish, I will start healing them. Risa goes down, I see Peptic's low, I focus on Peptic. Peptic gets purpled, so I'm looking for new targets. I pretty much recognize that this fight is over. Because if you look at the situation right now, it is me and Peptic versus Tracer, Soldier, Mercy, Genji, Ana, and Arisa. This is not a fight we win. So instead of dying for this point that we've already lost, I'm going to leave. I will, help Heptic as much as I can, but that's a lost cause. So now I have to get out, and they recognize I'm still alive. So I'm going to sit behind this hardcover. I ask Dell to peek me. She does. And I use Dell as a slingshot to get the fuck out. I immediately get on Dell. I damage boost just a little bit. I start healing her because she's taking a fight. Start healing her because she's taking some damage. She goes down. That is a safe res. I'm just going to do that. The Mercy pushes up. I'm going to heal the JQ because she is the center point of our team right now. She is the main focus they have to kill. I'm going to damage boost her. Dell's healing her, so I'm damage boosting her more than I should. I pull out the pistol to put some more pressure on them as they're running out. I recognize at this point that we have people on the point fighting. So I'm going to help the team push up. And then what I'm going to do is launch off the team and rush over to Dell on point to help. Because they're turning around to deal with her. I'm going to damage boost now that the fight's broken out and everyone's, roughly healed by the Moira. I'm going to pull out the pistol because I'm a cocky son of a bitch. I get the soldier. I pop the Valk because if we win this is the very last fight. So we need to guarantee that we win this. So I pop the Valk. I'm going to start chasing this Mercy just to get her out of the way. That's Pulse. That's a very unfortunate Pulse. It does get 3 of us, so I am the last one alive. So I have 2 options right now. I can either go for the res and hope that Tracer doesn't whittle me down, or I can recognize that the Tracer recalled and take this duel that she's not even recognizing and just win that duel for the game. And that is a deathless Flashpoint game as Mercy. I am very much improving at my fucking Mercy, if I say so myself. My decision making is improving greatly. My mobility is way better than it was the last time I did an Overwatch at a glance. And yeah, I am improving pretty well at Mercy. I'm actually getting comfortable playing her in like Flashpoint and with randos and everything. Yeah. Peace.